Hello everyone, welcome to the Grumpy Old Hunter. Today I want to talk about my favorite Ravin R10 mods. So this is my workhorse R10. I bought it in 2018 right after they came out, and I've killed 18 deer with it. When they first came out, they had a lot of innovative features that other crossbows didn't have, and to this day I still believe the Ravin R10 is the best crossbow for the money. Now they have a newer version of it called the R10X, which is a little bit different. It has silent cocking and it is a little bit faster. But I don't know if it's better than this or not. It costs $150, $200 more. But I'm always looking for ways to improve my equipment. So I searched around for accessories. Now a word of caution, if you use non-Ravin accessories, according to Ravin, you can void your warranty. Stupid policy, but that's how it is. So my first and favorite modification is the twin pulley cable system from Firenock. The stock cable system has 4 cables, 2 on each cam. They go to those little brass pulleys right there and they ended. Well, the problem is the cables could stretch individually and that would cause your cams to tilt and your crossbow to get out of time. Well, this system is patented by Scorpid Crossbows and sold by Firenock under license. But if you look at it, it has 2 long cables, 1 on each side, and they go over a 3rd pulley in the center so they stay constantly in time. They can't, it's not possible for you to get more tension on the top than the bottom because the cable evens itself out. I'm not an engineer, so I can't tell you why and how it works, but it passes the smell test and the common sense test. Additionally, it's supposed to cause less stress on your crossbow, and it even makes it quieter. So I've had this system since 2019, and I really like it. I never chronographed my crossbow when I got it, so I don't chronograph it now because I can't, I have no baseline to tell you what difference this makes in speed. But like I said, common sense, it sounds good. I went with it. I like it. And I'm going to stick with it. The next favorite modification I have is also from Firenock. And that is the arrow rest. So the Ravin arrow rest, the stock one, has 2 they're like ceramic little wheels that the arrow rests on. Now, a lot of people have had problems with those cracking or getting a little chip in them. And I didn't have that problem in mine, but I didn't like the way that they were wearing. So, again, in 2019, I got the arrow rest. And I like the arrow rest because it has 3 ceramic balls, and also you can adjust them, and there's instructions that tell you how to adjust it and tweak it so it's just right. So I like that better. And again, I have no baseline to know what its effect is on speed, but it also passes the smell test. If you think about it, it seems pretty intuitive that it's going to work better than 2. Then we get into some of the other mods, which are not as radical, but something as simple as custom bowstrings, for example. And another, before I get to that, let me go back for 1 second. I've got another mod from Firenock, and that's the titanium hardware. So the shafts that the cams are on, all the bolts and everything are titanium. Supposedly that helps reduce the shock, and of course it's going to wear better than regular steel. Now, going on to the string and cables, I have my strings and cables custom made by America's Best Bowstrings. I wasn't happy with Ravin strings and their cables. Like I said, their cable system, I was just worried and read too many things about the cable stretching unevenly, and I switched to the twin cable system. So I had to have strings made by somebody else. Now, George at Firenock makes strings and cables for his system, but I'd had good luck with America's Best Bowstrings, so I go with them all the time. Now, another mod is the relocation bracket for the cocking handle. So the cocking handle is normally up front underneath the limbs, and this bracket moves it back to the rear in the stock. And it's just a little bit nicer. Plus, it allows me to mount my Tacticam on the rail that's right at the front of the forend. Without that, with the crank handle in its normal spot, you can't do that. And then another modification, though it's not really the bow, is I don't use Ravin arrows. I use Black Eagle Executioners with Firenock lighted nocks. Firenock makes the best lighted nocks in existence, in my opinion. And they're well worth a little bit of extra money it's going to take and extra work. And I have a video on my page, if you go look, about how to install them. The next mod is a hanger that hangs underneath the arrow rest, and it just allows me to hang my bow on my equipment hanger. The final mod, again, isn't a mod of the bow itself either, but it's a piece of equipment, and that's the Burris Oracle X scope. I got that last season. My first shot with it was 65 yards on the run at a 6-point, and I nailed him. I've shot 3 deer with it, and I've shot it probably 100 times just practicing with it and zeroing in, and it's really a phenomenal scope. So there you have it. Those are my top mods for the Ravin R10, and just so you know, Firenock makes mods for all the other series of Ravin crossbows too. If you like the video, click the like button, subscribe, tell all your friends, and thanks for watching.